Hi, this is Jay Jenkins with Pearson Education. In this video, I'm going to walk you through how to create a test and make it a pooled test inside of MyLab. The first thing you want to do is navigate to the assignment area. So you can do that either by going to Instructor Tools or on the dashboard, you'll notice Manage Assignments. Once you get here, you'll click Create Assignment and choose Create Test. Once you've navigated to the Create Test area, you can then name your test. So we'll name this one Chapter 1 Exam. And hit Next, or navigate to Step 2, Add and Move Content. From here, you want to make sure that you use the drop-down menus to get into the chapter that you would like to draw content from. So in this area, Chapter 1. And then if you'd like test bank questions for your test and not just a typical MyLab assignment area, you'll click Show Additional Test Bank Questions, and you'll notice that they're designated by the sign TB. You can also turn off the other questions if you only want to see test bank questions. So now there's 110 test bank questions. Now we'll look at the area that has the content that you'll select from. So over here, you can look at the individual items by scrolling over them, or you could check them off like this and click Add, or you can choose all of the items at once and click Add. Now what you'll notice though, there are a couple that have an icon that says Essay Question. Most likely you do not want to include those if you want the items to be auto-graded. So in that case, you would scroll through and uncheck the ones that you do not want. Once you have done this, you can then add them to the assignment. So all the content you draw from over here will then come over here. This is your actual assignment. So right now we have 94 items. We'd like to create a test that only has 20 items. So you're going to pool the items. You want to make sure pooling is on. So when you click it, it'll open up a little box and it'll say Enable Pooling. It's already enabled, so we can just go ahead and shut that down. Now what you want to do is you may have to do some math. So if we know we want 20 questions, that means we want to pool a certain amount of questions together. So this means we're going to want to pool 4 to 5 questions at a time. In other words, when I take these first 5 questions, by checking them and clicking Pool, students will then get one of these 5 items, and we have created our first question pool. Next, I'll come in here and click off the next 4, and I'll pool those. And as we scroll through, we'll continue to do this. This is fairly unscientific. You could, of course, look at the objectives and make sure you're getting the correct objectives that you'd like, and so forth. And then use a little scroll wheel over here to go up and down. So right now we're on 4. So we're going to pool these 4 together. Pull those 4 together. And you'll go through this process until you've pooled all the items and you have your 20 items for the exam. Now once you've chosen all of your pooled questions, and as you can see, these are pooled, and then these are pulled, and for 14 these are pulled, which of course means that if a student comes and takes number 15, they're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, one of these 4 items for their 15th question. As well as the 16th, they'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So one of these 5 items for number 16. Now once you're done with your pooling, the next thing you'll do is go to the next area, which again you can either click Next on the bottom, or just go to Choose Settings, which is the 3rd area of the assignment creation process. From here you can select a due date. You can make it when it's going to be available. So let's say like next week at 9 a.m. next Monday. And then of course we can set a due date as well. So we can make it the 25th at midnight. Then you can choose your parameters. So if you wanted to, you can limit the number of attempts they got. You could also come in and you can add a time limit. So down here, as you scroll. You can add a time limit if you wanted to. You can proctor it if you want to. There are different settings that are available. And then once you're ready, you can click Save. And if you click Save, that means you've saved all your work, but the students won't see it. And if you click Save and Assign, that means you've saved your work and all of the students will see it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click Save. And of course, if I clicked Save and Assign, it would only show up for the student view once the date has come. So in other words, since I've futured it till next Monday, it wouldn't show up on the student side of assignments. When I go to the student view, we won't see that exam until next Monday. Okay, I hope this is helpful. And if you have any questions, please reach out to your local Pearson rep. Thank you and have a good day.